Dr. Rose. How are you?
How are you? Great. How are you doing? Hi.
This is Rebecca, Dr. Rose.
Hi, Rebecca. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
How are you all doing today?
We're doing good. How are you doing, Dr. Rose?
Great. Lovely day.
Lovely day it is.
How are you, Rebecca?
Okay.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you're here because...
You know, I got a call from her school that she's skipping, she's not in class when she should be. So I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, I don't think she was missing school earlier, right? This is the first time we've had this problem.
Well, her teacher seems to think that this is an ongoing problem. Her behavior has changed a great deal, but knowing Rebecca's the straight A student, so she doesn't have to go to school, She do not have to attend school.
Rebecca, how are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
What do you think about what your parents just said?
I don't care. Why would I care about what they say?
How's school been for you?
It's been great.
So why are you skipping, Rebecca?
I'm not skipping, Mother.
See what I'm talking about?
So,
I don't even know why she acting like she's sitting here like she cares. She doesn't care about my schooling. She doesn't come to school. So I don't know why she's sitting here and pretending like she cares about my schooling.
Mrs. Smith?
I do care about Rebecca. Rebecca, we're here.
You're not here. You're here by yourself. We're not a family. So I don't know why you say we are here.
Rebecca, listen to your mother. Don't talk to
No,
your
I
mother
don't want
like
to listen
this.
to her. Why you always take up her
I'm not
side?
taking her side. Listen,
No.
if we have to talk to Dr. Rose, in order
I
for
want to be
us
here
to help
anyway.
you.
You're making me come here.
Rebecca, how long have you been feeling this way?
Since she been cheating on my dad.
I don't know what Rebecca's talking about.
Rebecca, let's try to talk about, we're here to talk about your problems, not
That
your
is the
mother's.
problem. She's been cheating on dad, and our family hasn't been the same ever since then. Talk about that. Talk about how many men you bring out in and out the house.
See what, Rebecca? I don't understand where all this is coming from.
Right. Here she goes playing the victim as usual.
So, your mother's personal life is affecting you.
It's affecting the family.
No, honey.
She's never at home, and then she's blaming it on me not going to school and saying I've been acting up.
Are you together? Are you currently married?
No, we're not together.
Separated, yes.
Okay.
For the second time.
Second time. How long?
It's been a while, it's almost like 2 years, but we both, I care for Rebecca too, both of us, we care for her though. We had some differences, but Rebecca's a good kid. And I was surprised myself when Mrs. Smith told me that she's been skipping classes. She was never like this. She took a good grades, like the mother said some time ago. It's a very well-behaved, I can't understand the same child. I mean, it's difficult for me to understand this.
So Rebecca, what's going on?
You know what's going on. You know what happened. Stop acting like you don't know what happened.
Mrs. Smith. Do you have any idea what she's talking
Dr.
about?
Rose, she's been saying things.
I've been saying things.
I really...
What happened a couple of years ago the first time? So now you don't know, right? This is new to you?
She claimed that...
I claim.
Rebecca, we're here to help.
No, you're not, because if that was the case, you would have done this years ago.
What has your daughter said?
Well,
to you?
my daughter said that she was touched.
I wasn't touched. Her boyfriend at the time raped me. I was not touched. And she keeps saying that I was touched.
That's not what you told me earlier. You said that she's been complaining that he touched her, or that she made up those stories when you were trying to discipline her. But this is not Rebecca, what's going on?
Of
here?
course, she's been lying to you, and you keep believing her, everything she says. And she's been cheating on you. She has been cheating on you all these years, and you continue to believe her like a dummy.
Mrs. Smith, after you heard about the rape, did you take your daughter to seek medical attention?
Oh, definitely. She went to the doctor, and you know, like we said before, there was an ACS case, and so my daughter received some form of therapy at school. Yeah.
Did you do any follow-up?
No, I didn't. I did not do any follow-up.
How long ago was this, Rebecca?
This happened about 2 years ago.
2 years. So, the counseling that you received at school, was that the only counseling you've received since this happened to you? The second time?
Yeah, but I stopped going because it was just stupid and pointless. Like, it didn't make any sense.
I don't know what to say. Just too much drama with this girl.
Too much drama with you.
Ah, shut up.
You shut up.
Let's be respectful, please. Please be respectful in this
She's
case.
never respectful to me. She's always cursing at me. She's always telling me to shut up. I'm tired of her. I can't stand her.
Mrs. Smith, was this the first time you heard what Rebecca has just said?
Rebecca is always causing problems.
You're always causing problems. You're the one who cheated on Dad, bringing men in and out the house all the time. You're never home, and you left me by myself in the house. And then he started touching me, and then that's when it happened.
What happened, Rebecca?
You know what happened.
Always talking about some story.
This is why I do not like you, because you're always trying to make an excuse for everything. And I told you what happened, and you told me that, oh, it's your fault. You've been around my man, and I've been trying to talk to your man and do everything else with your man that was good for me.
Mrs. Smith.
Dr. Rose, that is not true. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. That's why we're here to find the truth.
Well, we're actually here because Rebecca spoke to her school counselor and there's an ACS case against you.
Well, that too. I heard about that.
Okay.
But when the teachers called, they told me that she's skipping. They never told me about any ACS case. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm here as a result of my wonderful daughter to try to help her.
Mrs. Smith, how often do you see Rebecca?
Well, I would like to see Rebecca at least once a week, but you know, it usually doesn't happen that way.
Always working.
Well, you know, somebody has to pay the bills. So
It's not you because you spend the money
so
and
like,
giving it to all the men, right?
So I like to at least meet Rebecca twice a month at least.
Rebecca.
At least twice a month, yes.
How is your financial situation right now?
Well, I pay a little, some child support to Mrs. Smith, and I get by. Try to buy some stuff for Rebecca, little things, and we try to get by.
My dad doesn't have his own place, and I really would prefer to live with my dad rather than her.
Okay.
And the reason why he doesn't have his own place is because of her, once again. She spent all of his money, everything out of his bank account, everything out of the family's bank account. We have no money.
Rebecca, that's my money, Rebecca.
Your money.
So let's not
You're
talk
a gambler
about my
and
money.
you're a cheater.
No, I'm not.
What happened to the money you were gambling with?
Well, let's try to focus on Rebecca's problem.
I'm not
Rebecca,
a gambler.
Let's not talk about your
Actually,
mother.
not a gambler.
Let's talk, Dr. Rose.
She's the
let's talk about
problem.
Rebecca's
How can we not talk about her?
We can get closer to the root of what's going on with Rebecca if we just work on the family as a whole first. So you
Yeah, that makes sense.
can't really jump over what Rebecca's saying. You understand? You can say as much as you're comfortable with, Mrs. Smith, if you'd like to just explain on what you just heard Rebecca say to you. With gambling.
Well, I buy some numbers here and there, which is none of her business because I
Numbers?
take care of her.
Numbers?
See what she's doing?
She's always playing the sad story, so I'm playing the violin for her.
Okay.
Rebecca, be respectful.
No,
Come
she's
on,
so
this is a-
disrespectful.
This is
But
a
I-
serious,
you know,
Rebecca.
And that's why the
She
bitch
curses
is
at me.
calling-
And she says,
That's what,
whatever.
Rebecca, you know, I care about
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
That is why we're here.
You only here because if ACS told you have to come here.
That is not true.
Right. Okay.
I'm here to help you.
Right.
Mrs. Smith, what's a typical evening when, you know, you come home from work? Are you working? Are you currently
working.
What
She lays around in the house with her man. Okay? And I told her what happened the first time. And then now she has another man that she brought in the house. And she only known him 2 months. And now he started to touch me.
What?
Did you bring this up to your mom?
For what? I told her the first time and she didn't care.
So
Stop
why did you
touching
tell me,
me?
Rebecca?
Well, this is
Stop
the first,
touching
this is the
me.
first
Stop
time I've heard
touching
of
me.
this. Rebecca,
the second
how come you didn't tell me?
Because she told you the first time, and then you didn't believe me, and you believed her like it was nothing when she told you. You let her just tell you like, oh no, she was just being touched, and that was it, and then you was okay with it.
I wasn't okay with it. I mean, I really wasn't okay with it. But this second time, what? This is very disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Mrs.
Yes, it is. It's your boyfriend, and you brought him in the house. You only knew him for 2 months.
So Rebecca, it's the gambling, it's the money. I'm taking all the money.
You
now
are.
You're blaming me for what's happening to you. What happened to you?
So it's not your fault?
No, it's-
Aren't you supposed to protect me? You're supposed to be the parent. I'm only 15 years old.
Mrs. Smith, is your boyfriend currently living?
No, not at all, Dr. Rose. Not at all. There's no one in my home but me and my daughter.
So
She is such a liar.
Okay, Dr. Rose, can we move
Such a
to something positive here? I mean, this, can you help us how we have to do something? This cannot continue, these kind of things. So please, can you help us?
Well, you have to address what is being said now. Nothing can change over time, Mr. Smith. So, just take it one step at a time. This is a bit much for Rebecca. She's young and she's going through this situation. We have to listen to her. And Rebecca, you have to listen to your parents also.
I'm not listening to her. I'm not listening to her. She calls me names and everything in the book, and she doesn't care about me. I'm home alone, and then she brings men into the home. And
Rebecca, what do
No.
you want from your parents? What would you like to see happen?
it can't happen anymore. It's too late.
What would you like
Well,
to see?
why don't you tell Dr. Rose what you want, and maybe we'll try to work
It's
it
not
out.
gonna happen. We did it
Rebecca,
already.
we're here.
No, a couple
to
years
help
ago
you.
that, when she first started cheating, my dad took her back, and then she's doing it again. That's why they're no longer together again. This is the second time.
Rebecca.
There's no family no more. This is it.
Okay, Rebecca, there's no family, okay, but we're here to help you, okay? I am sorry for everything that has happened and would like to give you the help that you desperately need.
You definitely need help.
Okay, Rebecca, why don't you listen to your mother?
No,
Maybe we'll try-
you listening to her. You listen to her because you seem to be like her rug or her mat that she could just walk all over you.
It's not about her, Rebecca. That's not why we're here. We're
Miss-
here for you.
Mr. Smith, are you interested in trying to see Rebecca, let's say, once a week,
Well,
or more than once a week?
Well, to be honest with you, more than once a week will be very difficult because I have long hours at work. But definitely, I will try to make it once a week. I can try to do that and spend more time with her.
Rebecca, did you hear what your father just said?
Yeah,
Would you like to see him more often?
yeah.
Mrs. Smith, when was the last time you've been, at a meeting with Rebecca's teachers, any PTA?
Let's see.
$2 years ago.
Yeah, I would say about a year or so.
2 years ago.
Are you looking forward to going to any PTA meetings or trying to help Rebecca get back on track with her schooling?
Yes, Dr. Rose. I am willing to do anything to
Don't let
help
her
my
manipulate
daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I am here today.
Like she comes to everybody.
Well, Mrs. Smith, you say you're willing to do anything, but I think it's very important that we actually make a step, you know, put something concrete. So what would be your first step?
My
towards
first
helping?
step would be to address her issues, the issues that she's having at school. I will, attend all her conferences, and be there for her. Okay? I would also like to see, that we all receive help.
Yeah.
You
So we all individual help or?
no, the family. I mean, if Rebecca would like, Rebecca.
Stop touching me.
If Rebecca, in time, if she would like for us to have family therapy, I'll definitely do that. I'm here.
And
To
so
give her
so
all
am
the
I. I'll
support.
find time to, anything it takes. I will also find time. If you want group therapy, we'll more than happy to come for it. Anything at this stage to help Rebecca.
Rebecca, did you hear what your parents just said?
I heard what my dad said.
In time. In time.
Mrs. Smith, if I offered you individual counseling, would you, furthermore look into it?
Oh,
Or-
definitely. I
Do
would
you-
definitely like that.
Are there any troubles with you personally that you would like to work on or express?
No, I don't have any problems. I don't have any problems.
How are you financially?
I'm home. And, I get public assistance,
And use that money to gamble.
You're getting a little tense that she just...
because my
Because
money
she
has
has-
nothing
Because
to
the
do
truth
with
hurts.
her.
Let's try to get back to focus again. I think we're getting someplace here with Dr. Rose. I think family therapy is a good thing. Individual counseling is good if you can. I would, if you want me, I could come for individual counseling. If you think that anything which will help Rebecca, I'm sure both of us are more than willing to go for it.
If you work on yourselves first, that will help Rebecca in the long term, in the long run. You can't, it'll take time. It'll take time. And it's very big of you that you agreed to do individual counseling. Mrs. Smith, it's very big of you also.
Well, thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Rose.
But, so financially, you would say you're okay.
What's with the finances, man?
Okay, calm down, Mrs. Smith. Calm down, okay? I understand your frustration.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
I'm-
the outburst.
No need for apologies. I understand your frustration, but we have to realize that Mrs. Smith, gambling problem, her issues with managing money that is given from you to support Rebecca is affecting Rebecca. So that's why we had to address that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
No need for apologies. No need. It's okay.
Dr. Rose, I'm really, really trying to make it right with my daughter. Okay. Rebecca, would you accept my apologies for not being there?
No.
Why don't you give your mother another chance, Rebecca?
No. Like you gave her another chance and she cheated on you again? That's what you mean?
So, Rebecca, your parents have both agreed to do counseling, individual counseling and family counseling. Like, How does that make you feel? Do you feel we're getting somewhere?
I just feel like, I honestly feel like it's just pointless because they're not getting back together. Like, she keeps cheating on my dad, and she keeps leaving me in the home, and then I'm just so upset and mad. And when it happened the first time, when her boyfriend raped me the first time, you know, it was just like, I just didn't know what to do or say. And then when I finally told her, it's like she just blamed me for everything. And my dad, like, believed her. And then her second boyfriend that she currently has, and he started touching me. And it's like, I just keep reliving what happened to me. And I just feel like nobody's listening.
Rebecca, do you feel safe at home?
Rebecca, answer the doctor.
Let's
We
give-
don't have all night.
Give her time, Mrs. Smith. Give her time.
When I'm home, I just stay in my room and keep my door closed, and that's when I feel safe. And I lock it.
Do you feel like your mom is here to protect you?
No. She's here to protect her gambling and her men.
You know, you have the right to feel the way you feel. It's your feelings. Feelings change, you know. Over time, things change. You all made a big commitment by showing up today. And you made a big commitment by agreeing to individual counseling and counseling as a whole. So you should take that into account. Okay. One thing, Rebecca, do you agree to take individual counseling? Answer that.
Rebecca,
I can hear, I don't need it. You just repeat every time she asks me a question. I mean, maybe that's fine, I guess. But I don't want to go every day.
You don't have to. You don't have to go every day. You don't have to. Okay.
Dr. Rose, I don't know if it's okay, but I'll bring it up anyway. In addition to giving our daughter the help, I feel like it's not about that. I feel our daughter would like something different. She wants us to get back together, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's
It's
not gonna
just
happen.
not.
But she needs to realize it's not about.
She
It's not
needs
about
to
her,
realize
though.
it's not
About
about
her.
that. We're here to help her, and just me being here. Okay, you asked before how involved I am with her in school. And it's like 2 years. I really didn't realize that until I came to your office. So, me being here, I think I'm ready.
I'm definitely ready to, for more of a commitment
To
to help Rebecca.
help
That's good.
Rebecca.
Good.
I know it's gonna take small steps, but I'm ready to give our daughter. Rebecca, I'm really sorry. Please accept my apologies, Rebecca.
In due time, Mrs. Smith. In due time. So,
Anything else you want to know, or anything else we need to do, Dr. Rose?
yes, I would give you information on schedule next appointments,
Okay.
according to the times you're available, and My secretary will give you more information, my contact. Anytime you need me, please contact me. Feel free to.
Definitely.
Rebecca, if you need someone to talk to, feel free to contact me. Call. You can even show up without your parents. It's okay. Likewise, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Rebecca knows that she can show up to your office by herself because you're not too far from her school. So, you know, it will be okay for her to do that. And I will also inform her teachers if she needs to leave during her classes to have a talk with you. As long as it's okay with you, you know.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
All right, thank you.
It's fine.
Thank you, Dr.
Rebecca, you feeling any better compared to when you walked in here? Very little. Very little. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So.
Hi, I'm Himanshu Segar. I acted as Mr. Smith in this presentation.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Joseph, and I acted as Mrs. Smith in this presentation.
Hi, I'm Tynera Millett, and I play Rebecca, the daughter, in this presentation.
Hi, I'm Shanika Barnett, and I play the social worker in this presentation. Right now, we're going to give you a debriefing and basically talk about how we felt on playing the roles during this presentation. We're going to start with Himanshu.
Hi, this is Himanshu again, and it was a pleasure to do this presentation. And I personally think that we learned a lot about the group dynamics, how a dysfunctional family works. When they seek help. I think Shanika did a great job as a therapist. It was fun.
Hi, from this presentation, I've learned that there is hope, to helping someone that was hurt. Shaniqua did a dynamic job in trying to get to the root of the problem. And so I'm happy to have been a part of this group and presentation.
My perspective on participating in this presentation, I felt like this is realistic, this situation, and this is an everyday issue with many families, and therapy is a start for the family and reuniting the family to become a family once again. And I felt like this particular presentation helped me to see a lot of things as far as finding, just to piggyback on what Jackie was saying, finding and identifying the real root of the problem. When Jackie played the mom, a lot of times she was in denial. She didn't want to face the real issue. She kept saying that Rebecca is acting like this, she's not going to school. She kept saying that was the problem, which it wasn't. Rebecca didn't have the role model anymore. She didn't have anyone to look at as a role model as far as her mother. And the mom kept saying, it's school, it's her hanging out with the wrong crowd, when it's all these other issues that resulted to that. Her rape, her being sexually abused, her being verbally abused by her mother, her feeling that her parents are not there for her, that she doesn't have that support. So I feel like this whole presentation just presented that very well, and it was a great start for the family to, like I said, become a family again. So I think we did well in that. Hopefully we get an A.
Yeah, we definitely did. From a social worker perspective, I feel like this scenario was indeed very, very real. And just being on the outside looking in, you can tell that Rebecca felt that no one was listening to her. And she felt alone, even though she had her father there for support, and even though she felt alone. And it just taught me that in the future, when I do speak to clients who go through this situation, or even situations which are similar, that you have to spend time to listen and to hear all aspects of the group, and to know that in one session you won't be able to fix the problem or solve the problem, and that it takes steps and time to get there, and also to maintain composure when there's a heated discussion, you know, and just to fill out the family, because you haven't been with the family before that session, and even if you have seen the family a couple of sessions before, you're not at home. You don't know the situation, so you have to take what you're given and what they're presenting, and use that to alter a way to find a step closer to the solution. So I appreciate the scenario and this project. It was really fun.
Yep, it sure
And
was
on behalf
fun.
of the group, we like to
On
say
behalf
thank
of the
you. We
Smith
hope that
family,
everybody,
thank you.
we hope that everybody enjoyed our mini clip and actually get to just observe everything and take it in perspective and understand that these are real issues and appreciate it and just learn from it.
Yeah,
So we like to thank everyone on behalf of our group.
And we learned a lot.
Thank you.